Hey everybody, welcome back to a new episode of Entropia content. Woo. Now yesterday I was looking forward the whole day to doing an episode, and then man, I got fucking so much done during the day that I just got so drained I couldn't finish. So I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna do the episode tomorrow morning. So here we are, back again for another episode. Oh yeah, and I tried fucking around with the sound a bit, and I think I got some of the Entropia sound working. So I don't know, last episode I thought the sound was working. I was like, sweet, we got a nice global recording. And then no, the global recording had no sound. So we'll try again for another global today, but the odds of that happening, probably 1 in a million. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. One of our politicians that's fighting the lockdowns yesterday, he's been trying to get as much scientific data about what's been happening in our country, because a lot of our leaders, they just tell you that stuff is happening, but they actually don't give you any of the data to support it. So this leader has started looking into the data, finding out why our small businesses got shut down, exactly how many people got infected from the virus at small businesses that justified shutting it down. Guess how many? If anyone wants to guess, just for interest's sake. Canada's population is close to 40 million people. I think it's like 38.5 or something. So guess how many people, apparently, we don't even know really for sure, died from catching the virus in a small business, and that's why they had to shut them all down. 3. I don't know, I'm not really good with numbers, and I could be wrong, but is that not 1 in a million? Like we were just talking, or could that even be 1 in 10 million? I don't even know. Yeah, it could be 1 in 10 million. 1 in 10 million people died, and that's why they shut down our whole economy and destroyed all the businesses. Because 3 people died. I was like, yeah, it's really sad. I know I don't want to fucking downplay people dying. It's fucking horrible. But how do we even know about fucking if they actually died of comorbidities or where they actually caught the virus? Pretty sure early on when we were doing this, no one really knew where anyone was catching the virus. We were just guessing, right? I still think even to this day we don't know where anyone's catching it. That contact tracing app is not adding up. A lot of people are saying it doesn't work and it's not making any sense. And it's just being used to put people in jail as political prisoners. So yeah, it's a pretty wild situation. But let's get to some Entropia. I was thinking maybe let's do some crafting. Oh yeah, I'm praying for everyone in New Zealand and Greece who's been going through the earthquake situations. You know, one of my viewers from a previous podcast happened to point something out. I didn't even notice this. Maybe someone else noticed. You know how there's that one app on your computer that can, I forget what it's called, Antidote or something like that. But anyways, what it shows you is where the opposite side of the globe is from where you're standing. So say your house is in Toronto, and you press the antidote button or whatever, it'll show you the opposite side of the planet from Toronto. So it happens to turn out where the earthquakes occurred in Greece and where they occurred in New Zealand are the exact opposite sides of the planet from each other. So I don't know how often that happens with earthquakes, but one of my viewers happened to point that out. So I was like, wow, that's a pretty weird coincidence. Maybe it's just coincidence. Alright, let's do the crafting. I gotta get to the crafting here. Now, I'm pretty sure there wasn't enough Listerium to do a full crafting run last episode, so I had to buy some from one of the viewers we happened to run into. And he sold us some Listerium for a really good price. Big shout out to him. And we used it and got a global. So I was like, holy fuck. And we only used half of it. So what I'm planning to do today is use the other half of the Listerium and see how the other half of the run goes. It has been a few days since we arrived on the planet, so that's a jinx there. Usually once you've been on a planet for a while, that's when they stop giving you good loot. Because they got you hooked. They don't need to hook you to stay if you're already staying. Alright, so anyways, I don't know if it really works like that. I'm just joking. Theories. Alright, so everyone let me know who's watching the stream. Hey, Shelly, how's it going? Anyone who's watching the stream, if the sound is really annoying from the machine, let me know. I'll try turning the machine noise down. But I don't know, I gotta leave some noise on or I won't be able to get the global sound effect if we get another one. Alright, so I don't know of any daily crafting missions. Maybe I should be working on those. Maybe. Page. Alright, so they got all these different missions they want me to work on, but I really don't want to work on any of them right now. My mission is crafting. Alright. So, the Stearium power container, it says we only have 40 clicks left. That is very few. But we didn't start with many yesterday, so let's see how this goes. If I recall, the queue provided a little bit. Does anyone remember what position I had the meter when I got the global yesterday? Or not yesterday, the last episode. I think it was either the Q or full Y. Let's try a few Q and see how it goes. I feel bad for doing the full Q right off the bat because I think it needs time before it can hit the global. I doubt you ever get a global first click. Yeah, so let's move it up a little because global first click is rare. And if we do, that'll teach me a lesson. Alright, so 161. That's pretty good. Oh, fuck! Basic bearings. God damn it, I can't believe that's the blueprint they gave us. I shouldn't complain, we got a blueprint, but dear God, that was a horrible blueprint. Anyways, let's continue. Alright, now I think I'm going to go for a little bit boost up the queue. Oh fuck man, that was a fail. Let's give it a full condition. We won't do many, because we don't got many. Ooh, bad fail. That was hardcore failing. Ooh, near success. That's not a bad sign. Oh, fail. That's really bad. Oh god, these failures are killing me. I gotta stop it. Ah! Let's try between the T's. It is my favorite position. No! Another failure. Oh god, this run is all failures. Holy fuck. This is not good. Alright, back to the queue. Oh yeah, I was going to give the Discord page a shout out. I forgot. Alright, so we'll stop this. Buck 39. Alright, so we'll have to come back to the queue crafting run in a second. I gotta go give a shout out to people in Discord. Fuck, man. That really pisses me off. We got a blueprint and it was a fucking garbage print. Now, I was hoping that it was... I kind of got my hopes up for the print because last time I was using this print and I got a blueprint in the loot, they gave me the recycle print. And I haven't had the recycle print... Well, it's only my second copy of the recycle print. So I was thinking, Jesus, I should really be there more often. I never did find the cave near the rookie training area. I don't know if anyone else found it yet. Yeah, so what's new with you, Shelly? Anything? Let's see, cave. I don't see the cave anywhere. So they're like, oh, there's a cave near the rookie training area. Maybe it's one of these people, it's like an entrance to the cave, like an instance, and it's not an actual physical cave. I don't know. Or I could just ask someone. I bet you everyone running around here knows where the cave is. Oh, very early in the morning here. Well, not that early, 7 a.m. I've been up for, I don't know, 3 or 2 hours already. I gotta start getting my workouts in. I don't know why I'm still so drained to energy. It's getting annoying. Now, I've been considering going for the antibody test for a while now, but I'm really not too confident going into buildings full of sick people that are getting blood work taken, even in normal times. But I shouldn't be so germophobic. I've already gone to the dentist and it wasn't that bad. I didn't get sick. Now, I was very paranoid about going to the dentist because I was always paranoid of the dentist even before pandemics. So going, I was kind of freaked out. I even had my heart rate monitor and I looked at it. I was like, oh God, my heart rate monitor is like maxing. Hopefully there's no alarm that'll go off. No, but thankfully I looked at my heart rate halfway through the dentist appointment and it was back to normal. So it was only a bit of initial fear at the beginning. Just got to get over the hump, right? Hey, it's 1 p.m. for Shelly. That's a good time. Now, I was wishing maybe I could get some gifts from overseas sometime. Now, I was thinking, when I looked at my province, where we're allowed to order booze from, we're only allowed to buy booze from one store, like hard liquor, and no one else is really allowed to sell it. So if you want to order from other countries, other distilleries, not allowed to. Canada's laws are really fucked up. It's like when I was a kid, I never even noticed it. I was like, oh, all countries are like this. Must be. Now, that's what I was thinking, the whole world situation. Not just the earthquakes and the virus, but the whole global economy thing. The way things are going, we're coming to a major change. A big shift. Where a lot of people are starting to see how many big corporations have been fucking us, and we're like, hey, I don't know if it's going to be communism, I guess it can't be that, but people have to come to some sort of way of uniting ourselves versus the corporations. Because as much as the corporations keep uniting against us, we get unions that unite against us, we get governments that unite against us, the people really need to unite. I don't know how that's going to happen. We used to be able to do it on social media, but they've really put a stop on that. You can't even communicate. That was a fucked up thing. I don't know if anyone else heard it, but another one of Canada's top doctors has come forward saying that all the doctors are being threatened to be fired if they tell the truth about what's happening with the virus. I was like, oh my God. Even one of Canada's top doctors now. So it's like, how long are they going to be able to silence even the experts on fucking social media? But because before they used to say, oh, you can't listen to social media for your advice because you need to take it from the experts. And then it's like, well, what happens if we're taking it from the experts themselves? And it's like, oh, wait, now you can't take it from the experts. You got to take your advice from a hand-picked list of experts. You can't even go like for a variety of experts. Can't look for like an opinion with multiple experts. They have certain ones you're allowed to get your facts from, and all others need to be silenced. That's pretty fucked up. Yeah, so this woman doctor is like one of the best in Canada. She's came forward, and now they've given her 3 strikes. They said if she doesn't stop telling the truth about what's happening with the virus, she will be fired. So I was like, holy fuck, man. I don't know, like, that doctor should crowdfund. If they fire her, I'll, like, give some of my money to help keep her going. Now, she's saying that the virus is serious, but it does not justify the lockdowns. She says, according to her medical expertise, the virus would have to be much, much worse in order to justify the damage that's being done by the lockdowns. And this is one of our top doctors. So I was like, what the fuck, right? If even our top doctors can't stop the government now, like, what the fuck? No, I think Canada is so fucked that we got like all the people on booze and weed and shit, so we're really not going to fight back against it. So I don't know if any other countries are still sober enough to do anything. Hey, here's some fruit. Sweet. No, and obviously we can't fight back with violence. We'll have to find some sort of peaceful way to resolve the situation. I don't know. It's really weird. Now, I kept hearing those ancient prophecies that this shit was going to happen one day, and I never believed it. I always thought it was like a fairy tale. It's like, oh yeah, it's really going to get that bad, is it? I don't know if anyone heard the science news, but there was some giant hurricane of like electronic energy that the scientists have never seen before, and it occurred above the North Pole. And then the North Pole had a weird earthquake that they've never had before, right under this magnetic storm. And they said this magnetic storm might have triggered the pole shift. So I was like, holy fuck. Because they said earthquakes on the North Pole usually cause pole shifts. And if there's a magnetic storm triggering the earthquake, so that makes you wonder, if you're aliens and you had technology, can you imagine you pulled up to the Earth and you're like, hey, if I want to cause a pole shift, all I have to do is create a fucking magnetic storm above the North Pole and create a desired earthquake to shift it in whatever direction that I've experimented with shifting before. That'd be fucked, eh? I don't know, good old aliens. That's the one thing I always wonder about aliens. The odds of aliens not... Oh, we already got an auction thing. Let's check it out. Oh, an existing bid on the Spanish flag. Thanks, everyone. People keep bidding on the flags. That's fucking sweet. Now, that really helps, because I think I already sold one print for 10, didn't I? So that paid for all my auction fees. So at least I didn't lose money using the auction this time. That's always good. It's so easy to lose money in this game. Alright. What else did I need to check? Oh yeah, I was gonna fucking shout out to the Discord. God damn it. Shouldn't be vaping so early. I'm forgetting everything. At least I have the vaping to blame. If I forgot it while I was sober, I'd be extra pissed. Nah, I gotta lay off the vape. God, it's pissing me off. Alright, so let's see. Entropia. No, that's not Entropia. There it is. Oh, I know why. I'm like, why is my screen so fucked? And I had the zoom fucked. That's what it was. Now, sometimes I turn the zoom way up and then... Holy shit, no one's posted a live stream since mine 3 days ago? Or not 3 days ago, on the 3rd, so yeah, 1 or 2 days. Oh no, there's one stream here from Bonnie. Alright, so thanks Bonnie for keep posting streams. I don't want mine to be the only ones back to back. Yeah, I'm just going to put finishing the crafting run on Siren. I wish I should put something live. Well, I guess people know it's live. Yeah, I should put live in there. Next time I'll put live. Alright, so there. Now we got what we wanted to do accomplished, and this whole time, fucking aliens distracted me worse than boobs today. Alright. I think we'll just finish sweating this creature in the meantime. So let's check out what's been happening. I want to get some free items. We picked up some fruit. We picked up some sweat. Have to try to recoup some of the crafting losses today. A lot of losses already. Alright, so for Bitcoin, I've got 158,678 Satoshi. Thanks everyone for helping me save up towards 1 Bitcoin. This will be my life savings. Alright, so we got 2 reward points, a bunch of Bitcoin. Thanks. And let's see how many people we got helping today. Holy shit, 85. So thanks everyone. Yeah, so people are raking in the Satoshi. Oh, I know how they're raking in the Satoshi. I was thinking, dear God, how is everyone raking in so much Satoshi? It's probably the Wheel of Fortune spins. God, those Wheel of Fortune spins, they really add up. Right, so we only have one Wheel of Fortune spin, so we'll have to wait till tomorrow. Well, let's just do one for the hell of it. We don't always have to do two at the same time. You can go back to just regular monogamy. Alright, let's do one spin of the Wheel of Fortune. See what we can win today. Who knows, maybe we'll win a Rolex. That'll be worth even more than 1 Bitcoin. Or no, it's probably less. Yeah, it's 5,000 less. But either way, let's win the Rolex. Rolex! Rolex! No! Lottery tickets. I hate the lottery tickets, but... essentially, I hate the lottery tickets because I've never won the lottery. But if I ever win it, then I'll love them. Hey, we're up to almost 300 lottery tickets. That's pretty good. Sometimes people have won the jackpot with just 20 lottery tickets, so don't get frustrated. Don't be like that Andrew Scheer. He thinks everyone's frustrated. I think he's the only one. Now, Andrew Scheer was one of those politicians who called everyone weak, and that's why they should vote for him. I was like, I'm not weak. I'm not voting for you, you fuck. It's like, what kind of way is that to get votes, right? Call all your supporters so weak that they should vote for you? It's like, okay, pass. That's what I was thinking is funny. Justin Trudeau, and our leaders in Canada, when we had our election, he got caught for so many things. He was like making racist costumes and wearing blackface and everything. And he still won the election because Andrew Scheer was that bad. He's called everyone weak. And I almost tried to like Andrew Scheer because I don't know if I trust Justin, but as soon as he started calling me weak, I was like, fuck that. I'm not voting for you. You're the fucking weak shit. And I wonder if his handlers told him something like, man, you shouldn't be making fun of your voters so much. They might not vote for you. Maybe that's one of the strategies people are trying these days. Just tell your voting pool off. Maybe if you tell them off enough, they'll vote for you. Alright, so there we go. Maybe I'll go run on that principle. That'd be sweet. 187. 3. That's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, sorry everyone. I was checking out the Bet Fury stuff and I forgot to show everyone, so... Now, I just picked up a few referral bonus points. Did the CAPTCHA. Got a bunch more of this currency. This BNB Beyonce currency, it fills up pretty fast. Like shit, I'm almost at 200,000 already. So that'll be sweet. Maybe I can actually reach 1 coin of this. I doubt it though. Well, you never know. With the viewers' help, anything's possible. So what are we at? We're at 19 referrals. Thanks everyone for signing up. And this tracks all my referrals. And if you change your username, then you can have yourself shown on the show. And I'm going to do contests in the future for all my referrals. So whoever's winning the most, or bet the most, it doesn't really tell you how much they won, just how much they bet. So anyways, if whoever bets the most, I'll try to do giveaways. But I'm pretty pov right now, so once the YouTube revenue comes in, I start getting solid hours at work again. Either of those isn't anytime soon though, so don't hold your breath. So anyways, Kilo, you never know. Things can improve at the drop of a hat, you never know, right? So Kilo, he's winning the most. He's bet 14 million Satoshi. That's quite a bit. And who was it? Cinder, she's in second place with 3 million. I'm way behind. I don't even know what I'm at. Let's see. I'm at 600,000. So I haven't even made it to the million mark yet. 600,000 is pretty good though. I'm trying to make it up to level 2. Alright, finally this creature's done. I can head out of here. Now I figure I don't always have to do my promotional stuff at the end. If we get a period of time where we're just stuck sweating alone. I don't mind doing sweating in the show as long as I have other players to still chat with. It's kind of too boring to just sweat alone. Unless I have a lot of news stories to cover. The only video game news I seen yesterday was some more talk about a new Nintendo Switch with a better screen. And I don't know, to me, I've seen enough Nintendo Switches with screens. I'm just waiting for the one that doesn't have a screen because I don't play portable games. When I leave my house, the last thing I want to do is play video games because I'm already addicted to them so bad while I'm at home that I use the opportunity when I leave to stop playing video games. So anyways, that's why I don't buy the Nintendo Switch, but I would like to play it at home on my TV, and I don't want to support the screen situation. I don't believe that they should make consoles with screens. It just goes against my beliefs. Like, kids are already distracted enough. They don't need consoles with screens. They can learn to occupy their minds with, like, thinking. Anyways, but I know it seems old-fashioned to think, but yeah, kids shouldn't be playing video games non-stop that they have to fucking carry a screen around with them. For God's sakes. But anyways, I'm sure Nintendo, maybe they just want kids to spend more time outside, and they think that playing video games outside will get that to happen. So maybe that's the good intentions really right there. Which crafting terminal did I try already? I think I tried that one. Let's go back to that one that was really good, where we got the last global. Yeah, let's try there. Well, yeah, let's try hunting there before we do it too. I wanted to see if we could do any more hunting this episode. I know when I advertised in Discord I said crafting, but I can mix it up too. Gotta keep her guessing. Just kidding. Alright, let's see. No, you don't want to be too bland. Always doing the same things. Alright, let's see, construction. Oh, don't want to construct with this tool. Find you get better luck with this one. Or no, let's go for my ultimate luck tool. The refiners. I don't know why, but good crafters are always holding refiners. Oh wait, we were going to go do that hunting first. Let's try that. Jesus, forgetting so quick today. At least I remembered eventually. I'm pretty sure it was over here, if I had to guess. Now I was thinking if I was the makers of Cyrene, what I would do is go with something that shows people where this place is on the map. So have like a giant circle, bullseye, something like, hey, come here. Sure, open-ended games are nice and all, but when it comes to something as crucial as this, it's like I think it's a better idea to actually just show people where to go. Oh, it is showing with the target right there on the map, right? Oh, it looks like other players are there. This is a good sign. We might actually be able to kill someone. Or loot them. Now, if anyone's wondering, there's some rare items that they're giving away on Cyrene. That's why we're here today. And they're extremely rare and limited. And so if you're, oh, there's a guy. I should wave to him. Hello. Oh yeah, I was gonna equip the axe. The fuck am I running with the slow running for? There we go. Yeah, so anyways, there's some rare items they're giving away, and it's a shared loot mob. And it goes in waves. And someone was even telling me that some cheeseball loot method is being used so that anyone can get the rare items. I'm hoping that's the case. Because I don't want to be shooting these mobs when there's no chance of me actually looting anything. I don't mind if it's like a 1 in a million chance, as long as there's a chance. Sort of like my dating prospects. God, I gotta stop teasing myself for being so mean. It's fucking jackass. So that's why I don't really agree with to treat others like you treat yourself, because then I'll be too mean. I'm already mean enough. Yeah, so that earthquake situation is pretty wild. From what I've seen, New Zealand is still rocking. So, oh yeah, and I was watching some of my friends' podcasts out of New Zealand because some of them live there, and they were talking about how the local news has reported some of the rivers did change. So whatever happened in New Zealand actually even affected the rivers. So that's why they were actually worried about the tsunami, because once the water rushes away, you're like, that's usually not a good sign, right? Pretty sure when the water rushes away like that, that's when you know that something could happen soon. Hey, there's a bunch of people here. Well, not a bunch, one. Oh, they want me to go finish some missions? Fuck that. You can go finish the mission, woman. Unless I'm getting a sandwich out of this. No deal. Right, so let's see. He wanted me to have shrapnel, so I went and got some shrapnel. And he's like, no, you can come back when you have shrapnel. I'm like, well, okay, you can go fuck yourself then. Went and got your shrapnel. Didn't want it. Piece of shit. Oh, fuck. Is anyone hunting? Doesn't look like it. Can these guys actually chase you right out of here? Well, this is sad. Here's this event area that you're supposed to be able to get new items, and no one's hunting here. It's probably because the levels are way too high. Like, I can kill level 5 creatures. So if they had one of these that was like a level 80, then I'd be like, hey, maybe I can hang out here. But, fuck man, dying in 2 hits because the whole room is just filled with super impossible creatures. This is a stupid event. Well, I shouldn't say stupid, it's just very difficult. I don't know why they made it this difficult. Probably because they didn't want anyone to do it. Like, why would you do that? Oh yeah, that was the other thing. I don't know, I'm doing the review for my keyboard and mouse and computer that I got from Newegg. Dear God. Like, I knew there was going to be a few problems because this company really doesn't get the best reviews. But I'm like, really, how bad can the products be? So the computer, when I got it, it was broken. At least the computer store was able to fix it. But now I've started to notice a few other, like, little hiccups that... Where the hell is the fucking marker? Did it not put the marker on the map? There it is. Thank God. Now, so when I got the keyboard and mouse, I noticed there was a few problems with it. And I'm like, what the fuck's with this keyboard and mouse? It's really weird. Why is there problems with it? And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, it's from Newegg. And it's one of their cheaper keyboards. Like, they make cheap keyboard mouse combinations. So I'm like, oh, it's very cheap. That's why it's fucked. So with the mouse, it's neat how it's got all these extra buttons. Somewhat ergonomic. And it's got a mouse track wheel, like one of those wheels you can wheel. Everyone knows a mouse wheel. But anyways, there's this rubber thing on the outside of the mouse wheel, sort of like to give it traction, so when you roll the wheel you can grip it. And it got off the track. Well, it came off the track. So whoever was using this mouse couldn't even use their mouse. They got the rubber wheel off the track. So when I was trying to use the mouse, I had to use all my strength. Like, I could barely fucking turn the mouse wheel. It's just jammed with the rubber being off the track. So it's like right away I was like, this is the worst mouse I have ever used. Never once before in decades of using computers have I found a mouse that out of the box didn't work. It's like you couldn't get the fucking wheel to turn properly. It's like, this is the worst design I've ever seen. So right away, right there, I was like, okay, that's a bit of an issue, but it's not too bad. I'll just keep grinding this fucking mouse wheel until it eventually gets back on the track. So lo and behold, I don't know when it happened, a few weeks of using it, eventually I ground the wheel so that it stopped catching, and now it turns freely. So now it's like a normal mouse again, or for the first time. So it's like, alright, at least I was able to fix that. But now I've came into the second problem. The second problem is, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, back in the olden days, when you bought appliances or electronics, sometimes they would put a little LED light on it, but the least they could do is when you turn the appliance on, the LED would turn on, but when you turn the appliance off, the LED light, or whatever kind of light it was, would turn off. Like the screen would turn off or the light would turn off. But as future went on, they started to design appliances. So these little LED lights or indicator lights, not only are they on all the time, but usually when you turn them off, they get even brighter. So if like you turn your clock off, or not a clock, say if you have like a video game console and you turn it off, fucking lights would fucking turn on and get even brighter. So that's what's happening with my computer. This mouse keyboard combination is just loaded in LED lights. And I don't know why you would even want an LED light on your keyboard or mouse. It's got to be the stupidest idea I've ever heard, but lo and behold, I was like, there's got to be a way where I can just turn them off, right? There's no way that people would design this thing so that the only way it would work is with these fucking LED lights ruining your fucking light pollution. Like, that's what they create. Not only do they waste electricity, but they create light pollution. So I'm like, let's see, what can happen? So I look it up online to try to fix the keyboard and mouse. Guess what? The way they designed it, yes, this is how it works. The way the keyboard is, you can turn the LED lights off when the keyboard's on, but as soon as you turn the computer off, the LEDs turn on full blast. So the fucking keyboard lights up your whole room. And I'm not talking a little bit of light. I'm like bright light. Your whole fucking room is lit up from your keyboard. And you can't stop it. It's like literally built into it. I'm like, what the fuck? So I looked online, and there's ways to hack your computer's BIOS system to like cut the power supply to your USB ports so that it fucks your computer, but at least then you can get the lights to turn off on the keyboard. So I was like, holy fuck. Oh yeah, and the mouse light is not even optional. You can't even turn it off when the computer's on. So it's always on, lighting up your whole fucking room. And you wouldn't believe the amount of complaints it gets online. People are like, dear God, man, how did I put a computer in my bedroom when this fucking product won't fucking turn off? It's like, dear God, I have to sleep at some time. You think I could turn the lights off? No, I have to fucking unplug my computer from the wall in order to turn the lights off. So I don't know who at Newegg designed these like that. They must have a fucking screw loose, or they designed it to fucking piss people off. So yeah, I could see why people hate their fucking keyboards designs and mice. They fucking suck. It's like, it's the worst I've ever used. But who knows? It was a good price, and I bought it, and it's still working, so I give those points to it. It still works. Like a piece of shit. No, realistically, I am just going to get rid of the keyboard and mouse. Maybe I'll give it as a gift to someone that I hate. No, just kidding. No, I'll give it to my viewers. If some of my viewers want a keyboard that'll light up your whole house, or your whole room, whatever room you put it in, I'll do it as a giveaway. Not yet, but one day. Alright, near success. Sweet. Ah! Failure, you son of a... Alright, if we get a couple failures in a row, there's one. I was going to say a few in a row. If we get a couple in a row, we'll try one more full condition click. I think we're going to have to head out from this planet, though. I don't know, like, there's nothing that I can hunt here. That whole hunting plan fell through because no one's hunting. Probably I should hunt at better times instead of like fucking crack of dawn in the morning. Now, if anyone's listening from Newegg and they want to send me a better keyboard and mouse to review, I'll definitely do it. Now, some of their product features for the keyboard and mouse are kind of neat, if it wasn't for the LED lights. I noticed that's what I told Tommy Tellerico when he released his new console, or is trying to release. It's like 3 years behind schedule. No, I think just 1 or 2 years. But anyways, he covered the whole system in LED lights. And I was like, man, I don't know how cool these LED lights are in actual practical terms. Because when I get the console, it's a nightmare to have LED lights on things. I don't want LED lights. So he actually, I don't know if he was... Yes! A global! Yes! Holy shit. That was fucking sweet. I can't believe it. Did we just get 2 globals on this fucking one crafting run? Dear God. Hey, thanks, Digger Do Vibes. It was you again, was it? Every time he turns into the show, we get a fucking global. Alright, thank you. Wow, that was sweet. Oh yeah, and I got a welding wire print. Welding wire is not too bad, but I was kind of hoping for a recycle print. No, so I meant, oh yeah, before I leave, let's get the stats. So we made 93 overall. Right, so I gotta say, man, if anyone's coming to Cyrene and they want to try the Listerium power print with some Listerium, I got 2 globals in under 100 ped. Oh fuck, I forgot to check where I had the... I think it wasn't... Yeah, I didn't even have it at full quality. It was just a normal click. So wow, that was pretty sweet. If anyone wants to come here and try... I can't guarantee you'll get good luck like I did, but... Normal cases, I usually lose all the time. So I'm kind of surprised that I won anything. Holy fuck, 182. Right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to trade terminal the power containers. 57, holy son of a whore. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Alright, so let's check that out. Let's put these here. Actually, let's organize this a little better. Obsessive compulsive. I want this everything just right. Ah, it's a nightmare. Alright, let's stack it like this. I wish the fruit was all the same shapes. It's kind of annoying. Well, at least I have fruit. Right, now I have like 30 pecks worth of shrapnel. I wonder if that'll be enough for the mission to be like, okay, you have shrapnel now. Maybe you need 10 ped shrapnel. Oh, we got some Milyuka. Let's check how the price has been doing. Holy shit, guys. Don't run the price on Milyuka too high. If we do, then the crafting trick will be way more expensive to do, right? We gotta try to keep it down under 130. Sometimes I was even able to get Milyuka for 120. So try not to run it too high. I know the crafting trick is tempting to do constantly, but I try to take breaks from doing it because the blueprints are hard to sell. I really gotta sort my blueprints again. This is a fucking nightmare. Can't even look at this. I haven't seen any updates coming, so I'm just gonna sort my blueprints. If anyone's got any questions or comments, go right ahead and I'll try to cover it while I sort these blueprints. I can't just keep looking at it like that. It's annoying me too much. I need some organization. Can't tell what blueprints I have for sale. Alright, which are these? Ferguson's. Welding wire. Dear God, what a nightmare of crap prints. I gotta get rid of some of these crappy ones. I don't want them all in my inventory. Now, maybe it's the younger generation likes LED lights on everything. I don't know, that could be it. I think I liked LED lights for a little bit until I moved into a studio apartment. And that's when I realized that LED lights are a fucking nightmare because you're living in your bedroom. So your bedroom literally has to have no light when you turn everything off, or you can't sleep properly. So that's when I started to realize, I'm like, oh fuck man, I don't want all my appliances to have these blinking LED lights, because I had to go with duct tape on, tape everything. Everyone came over to my place and like, why do all your appliances have duct tape on them? I'm like, because you can't turn the fucking blinking LED lights off. I don't know, especially those appliances that say they're energy efficient. That's what I like to laugh the most. Like, if it was energy efficient, you wouldn't have an LED light blinking all the time that you don't even need. People are like, oh, LED lights hardly use anything. But yes, it is using power still. And if you have a whole room full of these blinking lights, it actually starts to add up. Especially for the rates we're paying in for electricity. Even microscopic amounts of electricity are expensive. Alright, so now I can start to see some of my fucking blueprints here. I was wondering what the hell I even had. Where the fuck did all these prints come from? Maybe I had some of them in storage of my blueprints and it took them all out. Because I don't recall having this many on me. Cheeky Finder. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. It was nice before. I had all my blueprints sorted so I could tell which ones I had, which ones I didn't. Oh well. Oh, here's some more books. Figured that was happening. Missing a whole row of books. Yeah, there's another row of books. Alright, now my blueprints are at least looking somewhat tolerable. Oh, here's all the other books. God, that was a mess. I couldn't look at it any longer. Could just be my obsessive compulsive a bit, but dear God, that looks so much cleaner and nicer. Now, yesterday I spent the whole day cleaning my room, trying to get everything organized and get my spring cleaning done before spring's officially here. So when spring is here, I can just go outside and have fun. I don't have to be stuck in the house cleaning. Okay, that's better. That looks like a normal clean inventory of blueprints. Sweet. Oh, there is one out of place. Right, after when the show's over, I'll sort these better so that all the vehicles are organized by class and type, but for now that's pretty good. Right, so next we'll get ready to adventure off to a new planet. Unless any of the viewers are actually here and want to go hunt these creatures. I can't take any of these guys out on my own. I'm much too weak. I just wanted to try firing a couple shots into them. See if I can have any luck looting something. It'd be so wild to loot something rare. But we got a fucking global again today. Can't believe it. Hey, I got a med kit that I left here. Right, so the plan is I'm going to sell these to the trade terminal. So if anyone wants those, any of the viewers, just let me know. I can give it to you for trade terminal price if you want to try reselling them. But I really don't think they're worth much. It says 120%, but as you can tell, hardly any of them have ever sold. None this year. So if I had to guess, selling them is going to be a miracle, but... Alright, we'll check and see if there's anything else I need to resell before we leave. leave the Milica here because I like to leave a little bit in each place I craft. Yeah, sorry Cyrene, we're not going to be doing the vehicle crafting run here. We almost should, right? Because God, I love that vehicle crafting run. But I gotta try to sell some more vehicle prints. If anyone wants to see me do more vehicle runs, just let me know that you want to buy some prints, and that'll help me raise the money to do one. Right now we're gonna mix it up and try a few more Listerium crafting runs because, dear God, this is the best crafting run results I've ever had. Alright, so we're gonna leave 7 ped of Listerium here, just so when we come back we'll have a few clicks that we could try if we wanted. Alright, so let's cash in, drop that off, and put the ship for sale, and we'll get ready to go. Where are we going? Westward, ho. Alright, let's see here. $57 plus my 24 will be 80 something. 82. Alright. 258.82. I think we were at 260 something when we got here. And we did buy some ammo, so I could trade terminal that. 20 peds, get rid of the ammo. Alright, that's 2,600. See if I got any mining stuff. I'm pretty sure I got mining stuff on me I can ditch. Ah, there we are. 18 ped and probes. Alright, let's split it. We'll keep a tiny bit of probes on me, but not much. Microscopic amount of probes. Alright, let's get another 20 or 18 back from that. Holy shit. 2,620. Right, next, let's go to the auction. See if we can unload some of this metal residue. It is kind of a shame to sell it because we'll probably just lose money on the auction fees, but you never know. Someone might actually need metal residue and buy it, or they're helping the show, so we'll give it a chance. We do have 182, so it makes a big enough stack to risk it. Alright, we'll check the current rate of metal residue here on the planet. See how much people are selling it for. The lowest price right now is 104%. And it's had 6 days and it didn't sell. So I'll try 103, maybe just to undercut them a little. And hopefully it'll sell. Alright, it's 103.8. I won't undercut them by much. I don't want to crash the market value of metal residue. And I'll put no reserve bid. So if anyone wants to buy this for dirt cheap and just make me lose my auction fees, now's your chance. You can get your revenge on me. Oh, I don't know. I should be tempting people to get revenge on me. Alright, let's see here. Let's try putting the bid. Let's do it. So if I do sell this, I'll win how much? I'll lose 50 in auction, but I'll gain, what is its value? Its value is 802, and I would gain 809, or 89. So that's about 7, so about 6 something. So I'm risking 6 ped by doing this. It's not too bad of a risk. Let's take it. Now what I should do sometimes is just try to sell some of my random blueprints here, but I don't think it's a good idea because, I don't know, there's not really any people here buying blueprints, so the odds of it selling. Alright, let's see if we got any new exciting blueprints to check out. Being a crafter, I always like to check out the blueprints, see if there's anything that catches my eye. Ooh, the flesh ripper. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that sounds nasty. And now one day I'm thinking about getting into the texturing. Oh yeah, if anyone wants to help out the show with a like, appreciate it. 3 viewers and no likes. Getting killed with ratio. Alright, so no, I wanted to check out, what was it, furniture. The drill bot. I don't know, is this drill bot thing worth getting? I don't think it is. Alright, before we head out, maybe I'll just check out some of the other planets that might have blueprints I want. Oh wait, I was going to check out this planet for clothing. See if anyone's selling the rare clothes. I doubt it. So someone put the Adventurer's backpack. I kind of like that backpack. If anyone knows where it's from, let me know. Maybe I have one already. I don't think so. Yeah, this is the backpack that I used to wear. Or no, it's still the one I wear. That's right. I don't know if this is the boostable stack kind. I really doubt it. Looks similar in name. This is very confusing, these new rare items. Yeah, because it used to be really cheap. So I don't know why all of a sudden the price is going up on these. Yeah, see, they used to cost like 1/3 the price, even 10 head. So it's not the rare ones. I think what it is people are buying these thinking they're the rare ones and then finding out, oh shit, it wasn't the rare ones. I think what the Siren should do is for these rare items, like the rare clothes, make the names more distinctive. Like, don't make a whole bunch of items that almost sound identical. So it makes it confusing when you go to buy it. People are like, oh shit, should I buy it? Is it really the rare one or isn't it? I notice with our Canadian politicians, they fuck up their parties a lot by that. There's this one party called the Libertarians, and their enemy is the Liberals. So they're always trying to get people to stop voting for the Liberals. But then it was like, your name for your party is literally the Libertarians. It almost sounds like liberals. So a lot of people end up thinking they're the same party. So when they hear the negative liberal agenda, they're like, hey, let's not vote Libertarians because we hate liberals. And it's like, they're not even the same party. They just sound the same. It's like, what the fuck? So I tried explaining that to the party. I'm like, yo guys, I've tried promoting your party for years, and every time I try, someone's just like, I don't like liberals. And then you have to try to convince them that the libertarians aren't even liberals. So maybe one day that party will realize and be like, hey, maybe we should change our name so it doesn't sound like the fucking party we're always bashing. I know a lot of companies realize this, and they make their product names very different from each other. Like Nintendo realized that mistake when they came out with the Wii, and then they released the Wii U. People thought it was the same system. They didn't realize it was two different consoles. So that's why you don't release two products that almost have the exact same sounding name. Alright, so if we sell that, how much? I'm just going to check before we go. Make sure I didn't forget to sell anything else that I need to. Right, if this item sells, we will have an extra, holy fuck, 183. Or no, 189. Depending how much it sells for. So probably 183. So we'll have an extra 183, so that'll put us up to 2,700, maybe 2,800. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but then we got the extra 50 from this, and then we got the extra 1,140 from this. So yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the shopkeeper total. Let's check how much shopkeepers are selling for in Calypso right now. That's what I wanted to do before I leave. I forgot. Alright, Calypso. Oh, it's my offers. Ooh, we got some shopkeepers. And they're under 6,000. That's pretty good. I was hoping to get it for around 3,000. Or even 4,000 would be nice. But for God's sakes, people, how did we run the price up to 5,000? You know, it's really a shame. I don't know if it would fix it. But if Mindart could just add more supplies of shopkeeper pads. But I'm pretty sure if they did that, the Uber players would just buy them all up and run the cost high again. Oh yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to check on auction before we go. Not construction, auction. No, I'm tempted to fly to, what is it, Toulon? Because I got that situation going on with the blueprints and furniture. Ooh, 13 hours to this guy's auctions end. I shouldn't advertise that because I don't want people to place bids on it. No, but I'll help advertise it for him. This guy's got a lot of fucking items for sale on Toulon. And there's a shitload of good blueprints that he put. He put ridiculously high buyouts for some unknown reason. I used to do that too. So he won't get buyouts for any of them. But the minimum bids are super low. So he really should have just put higher minimum bids and lower buyouts. And he would have made a lot of money. But he decided to go this route. So now everyone's just going to put really low bids. And hardly anyone will actually put a high bid. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong and he already sold one of these big ones. So anyways, he's got all these rare prints, and I was thinking about trying to buy a few. I've got a bid already on the butt joint. Not to be confused with the plug. Or it's a spice chest. The plug I already bought. The crafting plug. Get your mind out of the gutter. Alright, so here. Yeah, there's a lot of new designer chairs, carpets. God, I want to win some of these. 13 hours. Can anyone calculate 13 hours from now? That'll be 2,000 hours. So what would that be? Pretty late tonight, I think. Now, I did place some bids and already won some prints. Show you which ones I won. I won the address shoes. This print is worth about 40 ped, and I picked it up for 2. And they had a buyout of 6. Couldn't believe that. Now, this print is really good and really rare, so I don't know why people keep selling it for cheap. It makes some of the best high heel shoes in the game. If anyone hasn't seen it before. Oh yeah, you can't see the shoes. Oh yeah, you can. I think I have one on me. Yeah, so it only takes 3 ingredients, Yashib, Harir, and Baharhi. And I find 2 of the 3 are easy to get. One of them's pretty hard to find. Can't remember. I think it's the Bari leather that's hard to find. Harir, thread, and Yashib, they're both easy. Yeah, so if anyone wants to make some high heel shoes, definitely recommend this print. Not just because I have some copies for sale. Call me, or message. Yeah, see, someone made one of the chairs. See how it looks. I don't really like that. See how much it sells for. Well, that's a reasonable price. Ooh, I love the new lower trade terminals. Like the TT value, when it's low, it's sweet, because then if it gets damaged, you can repair it. If I get a couch that has like TT value of like 500 ped, I can't even repair it when it gets busted. So, yeah, if they make the repair values a little bit lower, it's nice. Alright, so we won't be buying any blueprints yet, and I gotta decide which planet we're gonna fly to. Yeah, that's what I started to do too. Start using power bars. So every time you have appliances that got all these annoying blinking lights, you can just turn off the whole power bar. I know some appliances, I can't remember which. Well, obviously a fridge you wouldn't want to do that with, but no, I think there is a few that you're not supposed to do that, but with most you can. I can't remember why. Wasn't there some sort of electronics that were saying they worked better if they stayed plugged in because of dust or something? Or maybe dust collects worse when it's plugged in. Alright, so we gotta pick a planet. Am I going to Next Island or Tulan? Tulan is... nah. Yeah, let's try Next Island. Next Island's been a real adventure lately. Unless anyone's got another place they want to see, I could fly to a different planet. At least we came and we tried to do that, and we tried to get the rare items. Couldn't do it, but hell, we did some crafting along the way. And isn't that the way life works out? Sometimes the destination you're going to doesn't even turn out to be the best part. It's often the journey itself. What button goes up? There we go. I was hitting spacebar before, it just would not fly up. So then I started hitting control and it ground deeper into the ground, and then it was able to fly up after. Must have just been snagged on something. Yeah, I can't believe that I got a global 2 episodes in a row. What did we go, like almost 500 episodes with no globals? 2 globals. Yeah, it's probably because of the print. I know the print I'm using to get globals like this, it's a highly risky print. Usually you just lose. So I don't know how 2 episodes in a row I managed to win. Must be the viewers' good luck. It's definitely not my good luck. No luck exists. No such luck exists. Alright, just to show pirates, I do not have any loot on me. So if any pirates are wondering about looting, you can see from the live stream results that I'm not carrying loot. And my ship does not have loot either. I don't know even how to show that. Oh, fuck. I've got the problem where I can't move the mouse, or if I do, the screen moves. What causes that? Oh, there we go. Sweet. I find it funny that I'm finally starting to relearn the controls and how to move in the game. I hated it when they changed everything. The game had the best controls I'd ever played out of any game. So that's why I was thinking, like, changing the controls. Why would you change something that was perfect? Now, I often like that Native American meme that you find on Facebook sometimes. It shows the natives guys talking. They're like, the Westerners came to our land and they thought that they could show us a way to improve on life. And it said something about that. It's like we were already hunting and fishing all day. It's like, how much better could your life get? Some meme to some extent in that. I was thinking, yeah, it is kind of funny. As much as we do make all these modern things that apparently are making life better, hunting and fishing is pretty fun. Alright, so yeah, let's go to Next Island. Yeah, that's what the meme was saying. They took a system that was already perfect and told us they could improve upon it. Never try to fix perfect. Perfect is already pretty damn good. Usually when you try to fix perfect, things are only going to get worse. Don't I know about that? Alright, if anyone's wondering the weather in my part of the world, it's fucking really getting hot, like spring weather. Well, not hot, but we're out of the negatives. So technically I could start going outside and vlogging, but it's still risky for my electronics, so I'm probably going to wait till we're at like plus 15. That should be about good. Which is nice, because it still gives me a few weeks, or maybe days, to lose some extra weight for the filming. I haven't been weighing myself at all lately, and my workout routine has been sucking balls. Not actually doing that for a workout. But anyways, no, I used to have a damn good workout routine down, and I got too many injuries and started to get too tired from work, so I took a fucking few months off from it. That's weird, eh? I take a workout break to go shovel. So technically I am still working out, but just shoveling. And now the shoveling's over, so I gotta get back to the regular workout. It's gonna be a challenge. Although I'm glad, because I did notice the difference in back muscles. So I was like, finally, got my back in shape. All I had to do was shovel snow for an entire winter. That's always a nice thing too. When you look at some of your workouts and you get results and you're getting paid to work out at the same time, makes those physical jobs not seem so bad. There's no better personal trainer than a fucking boss telling you to work faster, right? Yeah, so today I'm going to go and check out the earthquake situation. Well, just monitor it, see how all the aftershocks have been doing. Yeah, since we're going to be flying in space for quite a while, let's check out the cryptocurrencies too. Alright, so what should we start with? I think for today we'll start with the earthquake monitoring. We'll see how that's been doing. Oh, here it is. Alright, so if anyone's wondering, that's the region in New Zealand that's been having the earthquakes. And the exact opposite part of the world just so happens to be Greece, where it's having its earthquakes. It's weird, because on this map it doesn't look like the opposite, huh? Now, and if anyone's wondering, the weird North Pole earthquake, they had it up here. And it's funny because the map was so... They had to add it to go further up because they never even had this spot on it before. Fucking piece of shit, man. Click on it, just won't go to it. How about you try clicking closer, not as close to the map? See, like, they didn't even have a space for it when they tried to show it. It's like... Fuck, man. Did they really bring me to the wrong spot? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Oh well, whatever. They won't show it. So let's go to the I Feel It reports and see what came up. I was wondering how many people actually felt these earthquakes. If anyone's wondering, there's a website called, what is it? volcanodiscovery.com, and it shows you I Feel It reports, so people can report if they felt the quake or not. So let's see what we got for reports. Yeah, so no people really felt it, eh? Not felt it, not felt it. I figured, because it was so far away from land. What are the odds that you'd actually feel it? Alright, so no one really felt the 8-pointer in New Zealand. Let's check out the I Feel It reports for the the Greece one. Here's the 277 reports for the Greece quake. Alright, let's go with the actual quake. That was just the earthquake. Alright, we'll have to make it bigger because no one's ever going to be able to read that. I can barely even read it. Alright, Larissa, she put that the first 2 seconds was a slight vibrating, so I wasn't worried because it happened before. It's usually just the mirror. This time it kept for several seconds and gradually became stronger. The lights hanging from the ceiling swang back and forth intensely. The whole earthquake kept for approximately 20 seconds and was followed by several post-earthquakes, 2 strong ones. The rest were mild but felt. Wow. I wonder if there's any reports on the actual epicenter or closer. I have to zoom out for a bit because I'll never find the reports. Alright, can you rank it by most intense reports? Oh, here it is. Weak, light, light, strong. Oh, strong was the first one. Very weak, light, very weak. Oh, moderate shaking. The house was shaking. Now, from what I heard from some of the other viewers, is they were saying that people's houses actually got destroyed in Greece. Oh, here are some strong ones. Horizontal, sideways swinging, terrifying. Now, personally, I've only felt an earthquake a couple times in my life. Where I live in Canada, we are on a fault line, but it's a very old one. They say that it will never be active again, but I highly doubt that. Because occasionally we get 5s. So anyways, we had 5s before, and every time it was very hard to tell that it was even occurring. Unless I was on the top floor of my house. When I was on the top floor of my house when it happened once, I could feel the house move. So it was pretty unsettling. But no actual damage. Moderate shaking, very strong shaking. 24 kilometers from the epicenter. Wow, so that's pretty wild. Alright, next we'll see how space is going. Looks like we got a hell of a flight to next island. This is going to take a long time. Hopefully I even have enough fuel to make it. And we're going to have to fly through some pirated infested areas. So we'll have to pay attention once that happens. No, we're probably not going to land for this show. This show is probably only going to last, I don't know how much longer. How are we at it? Oh, we're at 1 hour and 20. So fuck, man, we got to wrap it up soon. I was thinking another hour. Right, so let's check out the cryptocurrencies, what's been happening with the market. Now, if anyone's wondering why I list these cryptocurrencies, it's because it's all the ones you can get free at Bitfury. So I can't actually afford to invest in cryptocurrencies, but these ones have all corrected some just from those free spins. So if anyone wants to collect free currencies, and I recommend that Bitfury one. It's one of the best. Free Bitcoin's good also. Alright, so Bitcoin's down almost 3% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's down 5%. Even Tether is down 0.06. Usually it's the opposite. When Tether's doing good, the rest go down. But anyways, Beyonce's down 5%. Tron's 0.1 or 0.9. And BitTorrent's up 0.8. So there's the trends, what's been happening in cryptocurrencies, if anyone's wondering. Alright, next thing we'll do is we'll give a shout out to the patrons. Always got to remember not to forget to give a shout out to the patrons. Okay, that's so fucking annoying, man. It's like I gotta make my computer not open the folders on the live stream. It keeps doing it every fucking time. I know in order for it not to do it, I just gotta open it on the other screen. I try to do it every time. It still fucking opens it on the fucking main screen. Anyways, God, man, that pisses me off so much. Why can the electronics just never do what you fucking tell them to do? But anyways, it's because of me. I keep telling them to do it wrong, and that's what happens. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, the patrons list. Yeah, of course. It opens it on the main screen. Why wouldn't it? Fucking piece of trash. Anyways, so patron, Jim, Ray, Travis, and Suki. Thanks a lot for signing up. Appreciate it. We got a $1 a month thing starting for Patreon. We got some high roller patrons options. Everyone signed up to the low options, but I don't mind because anything is really helpful these days. Especially given not only the economic times, but I am getting less work in because I'm staying to look after my uncle, so it's pretty much been poverty for the past, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, but I think I'm going to pull it out of the gutter soon. All I need is a little bit of luck with YouTube or maybe the cryptocurrencies, and I'll have things back on track in no time. Keep telling myself that. No, I think financially I'm not even really that bad because at least I have family that helps. When I look after my uncle, I get a free place to stay, so that's not a bad trade. Especially given how expensive rent is in my city. To think if I wanted to rent the same amount of space that I get for looking after my uncle, it would cost me over $2,000 a month. And I only usually make about $1,000 a month, so it's not really feasible. I wouldn't even say I make $1,000 a month. Well, it depends how work is going. If snow is good, then I'll make more. If it's not, then I'll make less. Now, it's always funny. A lot of people say, would I vote for the guaranteed minimum income? It would be tempting because I would definitely qualify because I hardly make enough, but now at the same time, I wouldn't want to be on like a constant source of welfare. It's nice to be able to like just earn your own keep. I'd like more to steer towards that goal one day, rather than a life of dependency. Although the life of dependency is tempting. Now I think these days with school, young people kind of get groomed for the life of dependency. Because they get student loans, huge amounts that they can't afford. Then 90% of them use it just to party and skip classes. And then they end up with huge debts and no job and not graduating. But then the government will bail them out. So it's like they really have lived a whole life of just dependency. So when it comes to young people being raised on such a philosophy, it's not surprising that they would want the guaranteed minimum income. Because they're used to always having everything just handed to them and never actually having to earn anything. But it leads to a greater ratio of suicides, depression. As much as young people might think getting everything for free is good, it's often very deflating. And I can't even remember how much student debt Canada's written off now. It's like enough to build a high-speed train across the country. Well, at least the students got to go fucking party their asses off, right? I know not all students waste their student loan money, but that's usually what happens when you're just giving money away for free. People waste it. I don't know if anyone's ever hosted a keg party. I hosted a keg party once and I learned this lesson. If you have like cases of beer where everyone has to pay individually for cases of beer, hardly any of it gets spilled. Maybe a beer or two. Because people are like, holy fuck, this beer costs a lot. We better not waste it. But if you like crack open a keg and you just make it like pay a fee and you can drink as much out of the keg as you want, that's when people just start wasting the beer. You see it spilling everywhere. No one cares. So it's really, that's what happens. When you create an illusion of infinite resources, it ends up getting wasted. It's kind of like weed. A lot of times people will get weed and they only have a tiny amount of it, so they'll smoke hardly any, small bowls or joints, and try to portion it out. But once you harvest a plant that has like 20 pounds, Then you start having like weed laying all over. You're like throwing half your weed in the ashtray, not even using it. Just a lot gets wasted. Man, you should have seen the fire I had last year. I had so much extra weed that I couldn't use. Not that I was burning weed, but I was like burning the stalks and the stems. I had a fucking fire pit that, I don't know, it was a roaring fire, just weed. I was like, man, anyone walking past the fire pit must have been like, ooh, that fire smells weird. No, what happened was I saved up all the stems because I thought I was going to use them for something. And then I had like 2 or 3 years worth of stem. Couldn't use it for anything. So then I just ended up having to burn it all. But it smelled good. Now, technically, you could like bake with it or make tea or whatever, but I just have so many buds that I don't really need the stems. Some days I think I should have a safety deposit box just filled with weed. So in case something ever happens, I'll have a backup supply somewhere. Like right now, I'm pretty lucky that I grew enough weed to last me like 4 years, but something could happen. Freezer could break down. All the weed could go bad. 4 years is a long time to keep weed in the freezer. Now, right now, I started another 4 plants, but I started it late because I'm like, man, 3 months of growing it before I put it outside should be enough to get it a decent height. Now, if anyone's wondering where I live in Canada, our growing season, some people put their seeds out like May 2 for and start their plants outside then. But other growers that start their plants indoors and then put them outside will grow them in the vegetative state up until June. And then June they'll put them outside because then June it's already a long day. So you don't have to worry about your plants going into bud. So they'll grow the rest of the season. That's how you can get like 20-foot pot plants in one season. The trick is to already have it like 6 to 8 feet tall before you put it outside to start the growing season. So then it has like another, 6 months to grow outside. I haven't decided this year what kind of grow method I'm going to use. If I should go for the Christmas tree or go for the bush style. The Christmas tree style is very tempting to do because then the main bud grows so much bigger. If you do the bush method, it grows more buds, but it grows tiny buds. Or smaller. But I noticed the advantage to outdoor growing is if you grow a Christmas tree, sometimes it gets too heavy, it could tip over. But if you're growing the bush style, the buds aren't as that heavy and the stems are usually bigger. So then you're able to withstand more wind. So if you're worried about your plants breaking, oh yeah, you definitely want to go with the bush style. Depends what kind of growing situation you're in, if you're in a high wind area or not. Where I live, it's very calm wind, like 99% of the year. But 1 or 2 days a year we get hurricanes, so it just fucks all your plants. Holy shit, yeah, that garbage collector job is one of the hardest ones I heard. Now, I was talking to a few guys that we had working with us because they used to do the same job where they worked on the back of the garbage truck. They said the summertime the garbage truck job was bad. If you happened to pick up a pail or something and it was filled with like a raunchy liquid, like diarrhea or puke or dog shit or something, and then it spills everywhere because then you're supposed to clean it. But then he's like, a lot of people would just spill it and say fuck it, go to the next house. And they said the other time that people would quit the garbage truck driver is, what was it? Oh yeah, the winter time. They said in the winter time it becomes extremely dangerous because every time you're jumping off and on the truck, you could slip and break an ankle or turn an ankle or like fuck up your knee or even slip and hit your face off the side of the truck. So a lot of people are like fuck it as soon as it comes time to winter. I'm sure there's like spike boots you can get so that you won't be slipping so much. That's probably what I would do if I was going to try to do it in the winter. I don't know if they allow you to wear spiky boots, but fuck like slipping on the ice all the time. Now I think luckily I made it a whole winter this year where I didn't wipe out, but I fucking had a lot of close calls. Quite a few where I was like doing that dance where you're fucking just trying to make sure you don't lose your balance and swaying your arms like all over the place. I know one time I came so close to the ground that I was almost able to touch it when I was swaying my arms. Some of the neighbors were watching like, ooh, he's gonna fall. But no, I managed to correct it just before I fell. It's damn close. Now, it's been a couple years since I had a bad wipeout on the ice. One time I wiped out at a church in between two cars in a parking lot. I got really mad and started smashing stuff. Can't remember what I smashed. I think it was some icebergs with the shovel. At least I didn't smash the cars. Now, that's the most dangerous part about Canada. I noticed a lot of women, when they fall, they usually end up breaking bones. Like, you hear it all the time in Canada. Broken wrists, yeah, it's usually broken wrist or ribs. People wipe out on the steps because they'll be covered in ice. Sounds like a joke, but man, a lot of people, when you break ribs in your arms or your wrists, you never really fully recover. Depending how old you are, or your diet. If you're plant-based, the odds of recovery are slim to none. Never know, with the right supplements, maybe plant-based could do it. But I definitely wouldn't be chancing it. I would go with a full, balanced diet. As much as possible. I notice these days I eat too much junk food, but God, I'm trying. God, I ate so much chocolate yesterday. I gotta stop pigging out on chocolate. Alright, so we're at 22 kilometers away. We gave a shout out to the patrons. We gave a shout out to the Bet Furies. Let's do the affiliate links next. Dear God, how much longer is it till we get to the pirates? Or not pirates, aliens. For God's sakes, where am I even on the map? Oh, there we are. Oh yeah, I can see the aliens in the distance already. Which is surprising, we're nowhere near them yet. Yeah, this is probably the farthest flight in the game. To go from next island to Cyrene, right? I don't think there's any further location I could have picked. Fuck. Oh no, but I'm not going to there. I'm going to here. So that's not that far. Still pretty far though. Why can I never find where I am on the map? What the fuck is going on? So I'm just below that square. Alright. I was wondering what the fuck is going on. Yeah, this space in Entropia, I wish there was a little bit more action to it. A lot of times I want to show new players space. I'm like, hey guys, check out space. Isn't it cool? And they're like, oh, it's so realistic. You just fly around and wait. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much space in Entropia. The only time space in Entropia gets wild is when you're working on the motherships with other players. God, there's some good parties in space on those motherships. Now, I was supposed to get Yoshi on the show, so we'll have to do that soon. Get a mothership episode. I almost did it, but man, my technical difficulties with the show have always been going. We've almost got them resolved, on most of them. Crafting a bit of explosives on Kali at the moment. Prices went up. Someone bought a metric shit ton yesterday. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I noticed when I was crafting explosive projectiles, as bad as people says it is to make them, I noticed the markup on the actual finished product, like the projectiles, it can be decent sometimes. So if you save up a whole bunch of explosive projectiles, sell them with a decent markup, that can actually help your profits not, or your losses not be too bad. Like wherever you can get a few extra Project Entropia dollars helps. I'm just going to start calling them dollars. Everyone knows they're in Project Entropia dollars. Alright, so let's see what's been happening with the auction bids. Lootable PvP. So no one's placed a bid on the metal residue yet. We still have the highest bid on the butt joints. Better not confuse that with the plugs. Rocktech with drive shaft blueprint. We got for sale. We got a few, bids on the flags. So that's pretty sweet. If anyone wants to help out the show, you can just place some bids on the flags on Calypso. Well, the ones that I'm selling. And we've got some other Rocktech prints if anyone needs those. Got them on the auction. Be sweet if some of them actually sold. And who knows, maybe we'll have some luck when we're placing bids later tonight. I'll have to try to maybe set an alarm so that I don't forget to go check out the bids on those. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to spend like 10 or 20 ped or bucks on the auction if no one else bids. So we'll see how many other people are going to be bidding. Alright, so yeah, good luck with that player's bids. As much as I don't want them to go up in price because I want to buy them, but hopefully he can get some good luck too. I don't want to hog all the good luck. I've been getting globals lately. Very grateful for Mindark. Make sure everyone swing by and check out, Cyrene. Cyrene's got some wild, rare items if you can find people to hunt with. Maybe there's a certain time that people are hunting there. I should have went there at that time. Not 6 a.m. Yeah, so that was to summarize today's episode. Yeah, we made a pretty good profit. I was thinking, yeah, and thanks again to the player that sold me the Listerium. If we didn't have that nice viewer that sold the Listerium, we would have never made all those profits. So really, I can't be grateful for all my luck. It was really thanks to the viewers. Man, so some people ask me, like, why do you do a YouTube show that hardly anyone watches? And I'm like, well, as much as it seems that hardly anyone watches, it's like it constantly helps me. Not that I do it just to gain items, but really, it's nice to be able to interact with other players in the game. I don't know what it is with Entropia. As much as it is an MMO, it's hard to interact with other players. Most of the gameplay is designed for solitary experience. Well, not most, but a lot of it. It's designed for either, and most people just choose to do it solitary, sort of like real life. Right, so I said I was near the cube. Oh, there I am. Now, yesterday I spent quite a few hours while I was watching sports, working on the gravity well map and filling in some of the other orb points. I like it because I found the tree of life pattern in it, so I'm able to draw in the tree of life on it, on each part of the globe. It looks kind of neat. One of them goes over the middle of the Atlantic, one of them goes over the Holy Land, another one goes over Japan, and another one goes over Canada's west coast. So it's a lot of gravity well points to draw, but slowly plugging away at it, getting hours of work in each day. So many different projects going these days with the YouTube channel. Tons of backlog of video editing I gotta finish. A lot of video capturing I gotta finish. A lot of posting to YouTube I gotta finish. And then the new spring recordings. That's why I'm dreading the spring recordings. I was like, dear God, it's getting so close to spring when I gotta start recording. But I'm already so behind on editing that it's gonna be a challenge. We'll have to try to figure something out. Especially once my regular work picks up, and then we'll have all that time in there too gone. I keep hearing people say they're bored, and I was like, dear God, I haven't been bored since I was a teenager. I really miss those days. Well, not really. Being bored is kind of annoying. Yeah, if anyone's ever wondering if you feel boredom, just get into creating shit. Once you're starting to create stuff, it seems like you almost have no free time at all. I don't know what it is. It's consuming that actually gets boring, right? I think it's because humans are natural creators. When all we do is consume and consume and consume, it starts to get on us. We start to get annoyed by it. We start to develop boredom. It's the creation that keeps it driving us. That's the thing, creating stuff is harder to do than consuming things. So it's one of the times where humans are really unnatural, that we choose to do things that are harder. Where most things in the animal kingdom, they'll always choose the easiest over and over and over again. It's like there's never a situation where they choose the harder. That's why we can catch them in traps so easily. They said that a hunter, when he sets traps in the forest, he doesn't need to put traps everywhere. He just puts them on the animal trails, because the animals take the easiest path every time. If they can. Now, maybe that's what I'll have to do to stop always being so busy all the time. Is just get into more consuming, like consuming content on TV, or just playing video games without streaming it. I don't think I've played a video game without streaming it in over a year. It's pretty weird. It's funny too, because I did get home console games and I got all these new systems and I can play them anytime I want. And it's like I never can play them because I'm always so busy streaming other games. Gotta balance that. Stop just creating constantly. No, really the key in life is to balance shit, right? Too much consuming, too much creating. You can do one or the other. Really, it's balance of both. Oh, need to consume. All the sports teams I wanted to watch yesterday got their asses whooped yesterday. So hopefully watching sports, I can actually just consume it and not be sidetracked to work on other projects while I watch it. Now some people are like, is all you do chat on Facebook all day? It's like, no. I'm chatting on Facebook while I'm live streaming, while I'm updating gravity well maps, while I'm editing. Oh, did anyone hear the bad news? Walter Gretzky died. Wayne Gretzky's dead. Makes me really sad because he was a super nice guy. Although when I met him, he did seem like he was having some health issues even then. And that was like back, I don't know, around the year 2012 or something. So at least he managed to truck through his health issues and kept going for quite a while. Who knows, maybe his health wasn't even bad and I was just guessing wrong. It's not like I was his doctor. But anyways, what happened was I got hired to carry some stuff. And it turned out it was Wayne Gretzky's dad. So I got to carry stuff to his car for him. And I got to talk hockey with him for a few minutes while I carried the shit. I was like, holy fuck, man. Can't believe I'm talking to Wayne Gretzky's dad. That was the one time I was carrying stuff. I was like, man, this is the best carrying job ever. Hey, Shelly, how's it going? Yeah, yeah, I guess I've been going live for a long time. Holy fuck, almost 2 hours? Jesus. Now I get carried away live streaming in the morning. Because Entropia, I love to play it. So back when I used to play this game a lot, I would binge play this game and play like 14, 16, 18 hours straight. And I would do it a lot of times and just go to work on like an hour's sleep. It was it was pretty bad. I think that's when I fucked up my memory the most. I went to work on an hour's sleep way too many times. Sometimes I would go to work on an hour's sleep every day for like a month. It was horrible. I'd be so addicted to this game. Now that was back when I was heavily into the trading in the game. So I was buying and selling items. So it was like such an adrenaline rush every time I bought items for a really low price. Especially when I could resell them quickly for a big turnaround right away. So then I would get carried away where I'd just be buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling. And I'd do it for like 18 hours straight. It was pretty wild. Well, I was thinking, imagine back then I was into streaming. That would have been pretty funny. I don't think streaming would have worked too well back then because I had really low prices when I was buying. And if people saw how low my prices were, they'd be like, hey, what a jackass. And then I would resell for really high too. Oh man. Sometimes I was wondering like, how would I ever break the addiction to that? I don't know how I did. I think it was when I started dating a girl and then I got my mind off the game for a while. And then when I got back onto it, I was a little bit more reserved. Didn't get into it as hardcore. Especially with this game right now, a lot of the things I'm doing is a lot of space flight, so fuck, I gotta start recording space flight episodes. I'll try to do more space flight just in between episodes. I keep forgetting that I shouldn't keep recording non-stop of space. I wish there was more pirates or aliens. Oh yeah, we flew right past the aliens without getting hit by any of them. Damn. Now, it looks like I got another hour maybe, or half hour until I arrive at the next planet, so... When do I plan on streaming Clone Evolution? That's a good question. Alright, yeah, I'll shut this down and start streaming Clone Evolution shortly. I think what I'll do is go and eat breakfast, and then after I'm finished breakfast, then I'll start the Clone Evolution. What time is it here? 8:30? Yeah, so I'll try to do it by... Let's go for... What time do I got to move my uncle? Probably around noon or 1. Yeah, so I'll try to get it done before noon or 1, that's for sure. Alright, so let's wrap up this game, and we'll jump up to the affiliate links. Yeah, and thanks everyone for tuning in and liking the show today. Really appreciate it. Alright, no one liked it yet. You bastards! Just kidding. I gotta stop thanking everyone for liking the show. I don't even have likes yet. Story of my life. Alright, let's see. Where was the affiliate links? Fuck, man. Can't find anything. Oh, yeah, we forgot to do the sponsor message. So let's do that. Today's never-ending space flight is brought to you by Crack. Crack. It'll fuck you up. Woo! Come on. Center screen. There we go. Now I'm starting to get used to the controls for this new studio. It's difficult when you use the same studio for a year and then you switch to a new studio and you're like, oh fuck man, all the controls are different now. Alright, but I'm adapting. I'm not an old dog yet. I can still learn new tricks. I hope. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, we're about a half hour away. Let's go to the affiliate links. Alright, for the affiliate links, I got Patreon. If anyone wants to help with that, we showed it earlier. Society 6, finishing quick is my specialty. It's a saying that comes on t-shirts and bed sheets, both popular with the ladies. Hideout TV will pay you to watch videos. Swagbucks will pay you to shop online. GameKit will pay you to play video games. They want you to try new free-to-play games. So when you try them out, they will actually pay you depending how good you do in the game. Depending on the game too, it works differently. And they give you points, and then you can cash those points out for Amazon gift cards. Free Bitcoin is all those casino things and free Bitcoin wallets we checked out earlier. The virtual maid sex machine is the perfect thing for lockdowns. It's for adults and men only, but if ladies need a sex machine, they know who to call. Just kidding, I wish. Anyways, click show more information button if you want all these links and more, or these links. Dear God, can I point the right direction? There we go. And yeah, and Virtual Mate's still on sale, gets mixed reviews. So just keep in mind you can't return it because that'd be fucking gross. Alright, anyways, let's see here. Let's check out the fire screen. I'll see if I got any Entropia items that I can look at for the fire screen today. Alright, so let's go with the rookie weapon cells. If you happen to get any of those weapon cells in your vaporizer and it tastes like shit, give the show a dislike. But if it doesn't happen, you can give it a like. Really appreciate it. Just make sure never buy the products from my sponsor, because it will ruin your life. Bye for now, everyone. Getting my exercise in. I hope that counts as steps. I don't think it does, though. Alright, later. Later. Yeah, thanks for the like, Shelly. Appreciate it. I think some people are watching on at work, so they can't actually like it. I don't know what's happening. That happens to me when I watch it on Android boxes. Android boxes, I can't even hit the like button half the time. But you can still watch YouTube, so hey, it works. Alright, see ya. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Hope you have a good weekend. Is today Friday? Let me check. Holy shit, today's Friday. Alright, so have a good weekend, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.